Hello, coffee lovers. My name is Russell Volts from Lake City Coffee, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about being a coffee roaster, a conservative coffee company owner. And it's an interesting story because we never thought about being conservatives or being Christians or being anything other than we started Lake City Coffee simply because I hated coffee my whole life. And when I ran into somebody that actually roasted their own coffee, it was amazing. It was like fresh. The guy had roasted it the day before. And I was nuts over this crazy coffee. So I started roasting my own, and just one thing led to another. Eventually, we had people we were roasting for, and like, gosh, we might as well start a business, and we did. And things, when you start a mom and pop business from scratch and saying, hey, we're not going to dump a lot of money into this. We're going to make sure we're doing things right and take it slow, right? So we were probably had this business, just the two of us, Alicia and I, for, man, I'd say 3 years. 3 years, and we didn't take a dime out of the business. I mean, everything was being plowed right back into the business. And I got a call from not a call, but I got an email from a gal in Colorado, and I said, "So how'd you find us?" And I'm thinking, Colorado, crap. We're in the northern panhandle of Idaho, and she looks at me and she says, or no, looks at me. We're emailing back and forth, and she says, well, my husband and I own a couple of companies. We're, conservatives, and my husband went into Starbucks, bought some coffee, came out, and he was livid, just madder than a dick. He said, "You find me the most conservative coffee company in the world." And I'm like, well, okay. And she said, so I went home and I typed in the most conservative coffee company in America, right? And she says, guess who was number one? I'm like, who? And she says, you are. I said, no. Because I don't think I used the word conservative anywhere on our website. And anyway, so I start checking. Sure enough, Google, apparently they were a little bit ticked. This was 2016. It was during the election, and I wrote some satires about about liberals and Democrats and things like that. And you can find them on our website. They're over in the Russell's Ramblings area. And it was just funny because of that. Google decided we were a conservative coffee company, and therefore, we're gonna spank those bad boys because they're, we're just gonna ruin their business by making them conservative coffee company. And I'm like, I'll take that moniker. I mean, that works for me, right? Didn't give it much thought, and our business is just skyrocketing. I mean, and I'm going, what's going on, man? And the more research I did into it, and we're asking people, how did you find us? Oh, I just typed in to Google conservative coffee company, and we're like, really? Well, so we've decided, you get a good fast horse, you ride it, right? You don't ride another horse, you ride that one. So we rode that pretty hard, the conservative coffee side of it, and we are conservatives. Go to the bottom of any page on our website, and you're going to find the conservative organizations that we support. So we don't try to, this isn't a conservative think tank. This isn't, a conservative political, blog posting, podcast or anything like that. We're just selling coffee, man. The best coffee that we can find and the freshest. I mean, when I put the coffee bags that we roast for you specifically into the box, it's still warm. When I get to USPS, the box is still warm. So that's how fresh this is. So we always say from our roaster to your table in 24 to 72 hours. That being the case, sure, we're conservatives, sure, we're Christians, that's okay. And if you're a flaming liberal, I don't care. As long as you're buying my coffee, that's all I care about, right? So, if we're the kind of coffee company you want to do business with, you want to have fun with some people, uh, we're a fun group. Alicia and I have got one other employee at the moment. We're looking at hiring another one or two in the next year or so. So, we're not that big. Nonetheless, yeah, those organizations we support at the bottom, we love them because they share our values. And it turns out a lot of Americans, you know what they're doing now? They're buying from companies that have the same values they have. And we've been doing this all along. But companies are figuring this out now. And, how's the saying go? Go woke and go broke. You know, that ain't us. So we're not in that area. So I just wanted to give you that as a heads up. We're really not pushing the conservative or the Christian side of our business. We're just doing coffee, man. But, if you want to buy from us because we're doing that, heck, go for it. If you're just simply, all I want is great coffee, forget the politics, forget your religion, I'm with you. I get that. So, nonetheless, have a great day. And if you want to learn, get good coffee and then learn how to make great coffee. We're the people to help you. So, you have a great day now.